Halloween is upon us and we want to keep you and your family safe. We brought in Avon Police Chief Officer Robert Ticer, and he's going to give us some details on safety tips straight from the police department. Thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome. It's good to be here.
Well, I think the weather is going to cooperate, so at least we have that in our favor. But there are some things of Halloween that we need to concern ourselves with, especially keeping our little trick-or-treaters safe out there.
Right. Halloween's an exciting day for everyone, even us, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that, but especially for the little ones. And you know, when little kids get excited, they sometimes forget about their surroundings. And they're going for candy, they're running, they're exciting. They forget to look both ways during these times, and they may not be as careful around traffic. So us as adults, as parents, as caregivers, it's important to keep them wrangled up, keep them together, make sure that they're safe around cars, because there's a lot of traffic out on Halloween night.
Well, especially if maybe they're running between a parked car and they're not at a sidewalk where they can really see both ways, and also keeping them all wrangled together. Maybe you have a couple of adults per X amount of children, so then you can have someone on the front and the back, and then also tell them to stay together as a group.
Absolutely, and have a plan. You know, when you go out that night, get the kids together, have a plan, communications plan in case something breaks down, where to meet. Phones are good if the kids can have phones with them. But yes, a little child is, you know, around bumper height of a car, and sometimes there's the visibility issues there. So it's very important to keep them together, keep them having a good time, and enjoy that excitement. But you know, having really lookouts on either end with the adults.
And maybe even go out earlier in the day. A lot of trick-or-treating will be happening. I know Vail and Lions Head are having some fun stuff from 2 to 5, and you know, just keep it out during the daylight hours. You won't have to worry about trying to carry a flashlight and your jack-o'-lantern.
Absolutely. If you get out early, that's great, especially with little ones. Get them out, get the trick-or-treating done early, and then get them to bed. But a lot of costumes are dark colored, so you bring up a good point. If we can have our children as reflective as possible on their shoes, have some reflectivity on their hands, because that's what you see, that movement, or glow sticks or flashlights, those are really good things too. And you can do a lot of fun things with the glow sticks nowadays too, so that's a good time.
Okay, then we also want to be concerned about our candy. Once we get that candy home, parents, just take a look. Don't allow the kids to have any candy till you've checked it out.
Absolutely, that's a good practice to do that. And also, if you're a candy person like me, it gives you an opportunity to get right in there and get your favorites first. Yeah, but use good common sense on that. Make sure the candy's still wrapped and packaged properly. And
okay, and then also make sure nothing's been slipped in. We've heard on the news about some ecstasy that looks like a candy, or maybe some edibles with marijuana laced in there. So just be aware.
Yeah, and if you see something that's suspicious or unusual, certainly call your local law enforcement, whichever jurisdiction you're in. We're glad to come over and take a look at that and see what we can do to help out.
And Halloween isn't just for the kids, the adults like it as well. And there's a lot of fun costume parties at area bars. We want to make sure that we're getting there and getting home safely. What's your recommendation?
Well, over the last decade or so, Halloween has become quite a party night, and that sometimes entails intake of alcoholic beverages, and so we ask people that are going to go out and enjoy the evening, go to parties, go to friends' houses, that they designate that driver initially before they have even a sip of alcohol, so that good decision making happens, and then they can get home safely, because there are a lot of kids on the roads, and it's dark out. We've had a full moon recently, so it's going to be even darker this coming weekend. And just designate a good driver, wear your seatbelt, and if you have all the kids in the car, make sure they're being good passengers too, so there's no distractions.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Officer Ticer,
You're
for
welcome.
this. Police Chief of Avon, Robert Ticer, giving us some safety tips for Halloween. So keep it safe out there, brightly colored, reflecting clothing, and maybe get your trick-or-treating done before it gets dark to be extra safe. We're going to find out what the weekend forecast is for Halloween. We're going to take it outside to Leah Wolfson.